Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for tuning in today. Today we're going to be reviewing this flower from PHYTOCA called Amnesia Haze. It's a sativa flower claiming 23% THC, and is a cross of some two classic strains, which is the Haze cross with the Afghani. I have to say, for this flower, I enjoy this flower quite a bit. It has an amazing smell, very good smell, and the effects is really good as well for a sativa for during the day. I found it for myself that would help me with anxiety. Again, anxiety is a very delicate topic. I don't think that works for everyone, especially the sativa flowers. For some people can give even more anxiety, so I have to be very careful for this one, okay? And this one also helped me with back pain, okay? Definitely a strain for during the day, not for the night, because it makes you more awake than sleepy, okay? I have high hopes for this. I think there might be even testing above the 23%, but we'll see. Just, this is the second PHYTOCA flower that I'm reviewing. I have another one to do a review later on, which is the cherry skunk. But anyway, so far this is the flower that I like most from PHYTOCA. The previous one I reviewed was the Chapel of Love that was claiming 30% THC, and that was quite low. I think that only score around 22. Anyway, but yeah, so I didn't like the Chapel of Love much anyway. But anyway, so let's see what's gonna be for this one. I'll show you here. We have just one nug left, okay? I probably finished this tub like a month ago, no long. Look how amazing. This is beautiful flower. This was a big nug, guys. I don't remember, but it's for 3 grams. Of course, I already used it pretty much. This is the last one, right? But yeah, it smells amazing. It's the thing is, it came with a Boveda pack. It's good, but it's like a cleaning product smell. It's tangy. I can smell tangy fruit, but it's not very natural, okay? But the effects are really good, so let's see how they're gonna perform. Another important thing, guys, so you know, if you guys want to know how I do the THC test step by step, go back to my first video in the channel and have a look. I won't be doing that anymore. I'm going to speed up that part because otherwise the video will take so long. But so some people were asking me how we go, because they saw me doing some the joint and the plant material for the joint and for the vape in the grinder. And they were asking, oh, what about the 3 columns that inside the grinder that might be changing the result? And definitely, but I'm not doing that. The way to do this sample is like that. I will take 0.2 milligrams of this flower, and then I'm gonna put this inside this container, which is a T-check container, which is sterilized. I had already, okay? So every time you have to use isopropyl alcohol and sterilize to use the second time. Then we use these filters here, which cannot be cleaned, so this needs just one single use. So I have to have this by all the time, and the 1 ml syringe as well has to be always a new one. This other one is the 10 ml syringe, which I use to take the reagent, the T-check reagent, to put inside the container. This one I can always clean with isopropyl alcohol as well and use the same one. But then the procedure will be, I then use this stick, which is also needs to be cleaned with isopropyl alcohol. When you take the flower, they say to try to take the middle part of it, which is not disturbed, get inside the container, and then we have to smash inside the container with this stick. So we cannot use the grinder at all, otherwise we'll lose the track homes. So that's how we do the test. Anyway, but if you need more details, go back to my first video. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna speed up the video to the point we're gonna take the 0.2 milligrams. We're gonna load our vape, which is the best way to get medicated, and we're gonna roll a joint as well. Then we come back when it's time to smoke the joint. After that, we do the THC test, and for the last thing, we will do the review of the vape. So bear with me and I'll see you soon, okay? Alright, beautiful people, we're going to smoke our joint together now, okay? So you're able to get a nice sized joint. We were able to load our sample, 0.2 milligrams. We got very close, we got exactly 0.2. We can never go over, that's all, okay? And then we were able to load our vape as well, which again is the best way to get medicated. For those reviews, I was gonna try to do a joint as well, so I can give both feedback for you guys. But some flowers I might not have enough, so we're just gonna do the vape, okay? But for today, we have everything set. So let's light that up together now. Let's cut that off. Guys, this is my first medication of the day, okay? Yeah, so first I like to push through a little bit first. Yeah, this flower has a strong smell as well as a strong taste. It's quite pleasant actually, even though the smell is a little bit on the side of like a chemical cleaning or whatever. But I don't know. The flavor I get is like tangerine. Okay, so I can be wrong. So if you guys have other opinions, please let me know in the comments. But anyway, let's light that up. Beautiful flower. Okay. Oh yeah, good. Kind of very smooth. Smooth. Okay. Nice taste. Overall, that's burning properly, correctly. White ash. It's good. So far so good, guys. So give me a few minutes. I'll be back at the end of the joint. I'll give you the feedback about the effects, and then we'll move on to the THC test, okay? Well guys, towards the end of this joint, I can say this is a good flower. I like it. Okay, it's quite mild, but it's perfect for during the day. As for the way I use, I like to have more. I have, look, all those containers you see, they have probably 1 gram inside. So I like to have a rotation. For example, I'm getting 60 grams per month. Okay, so that's 6 tubes per month. So it's probably 1 tube over what I really need. I consume about 5. So that way I'm able to use a little bit of each and not having the same all the time. Okay. And I like to try as well, see what works for me and what not. I know the genetics that I used to have since I was in America. I know more or less what works, but nowadays so many different crosses and etc. So we always need to test. Another thing is I forgot to tell is a little nugget. Okay. With this flower, what I found it lasts very long, because at least this batch I only had 1 tube, but they are a little bit more airy, and then end up, you know what I mean, end up using for longer because it lasts longer, which is good. So that's good. So for example, sometimes that very compact flowers, 1 gram you barely do the vape in a joint. I think this bud that we had before, it was less than 1 gram or 1.1 anyway. So you make not you I can make another joint or another load of the vape, maybe even two with that one for the vape. Yeah. See, yeah, her can do two more loads of the vape, so it's pretty good. As I said in my other videos, I smoke just one joint per day. On the weekend, I might have two, but pretty much everything else to go to the vape. I think it's the best way to get medicated, and that's how you save plenty material as well. And the taste is better as well. So, yeah, you're right. Let's wrap it up this joint. Good joint, I would recommend. I hope the THC test now would be at least meet the expectations. But let's see right now. I'm gonna speed up the process that we have to prepare the sample because I haven't prepared yet. It needs to be fresh and then straight away do the test. So I'm gonna speed up that part and then we come back when it's nearly time to get the result, okay? Okay, everybody, it's time to get the result. So the device is telling us to make sure the slot is empty in the T-check tree. And then when we press OK, it will calibrate the device. So I'm gonna put in a level surface here, which my shelf is better than my table. Okay, and then we're gonna press OK, and it's gonna calibrate the device. Guys, I have to tell, the effects are gone already from the joint. So maybe my tolerance is very high. I have to have a tolerance break soon. But so now it's telling us to insert the tray. So we get the machine together. Right, the device, and then we get the tray. We connect it here, and then that's the result time. Okay. So it's running the test. What's going to be the truth for Amnesia Haze from PHYTOCA, claiming 23%. Yeah, so far for the joint, I had the effect is gone 19. There we go, guys. So a little bit under. I guess 4 points under. So yeah. Anyway, it's the second flower from PHYTOCA that is scoring under. However, just keep in mind that this T-check device, as far as I researched, the extensive research before I purchased this device, it has a very good reputation around Germany, America, and then Canada. But the percentile is 2 points less, 2 points more. So that's the variance, 2 points of each side. So that's something to keep in mind. However, even though that would be lower anyway, this device being very consistent. At least I have tested more than 10 flowers already. Some flowers went above even the claimed ones. The majority went very near to what they was claiming, but this is now the third flower I think I'm testing that's testing under. But that's the first one that's testing not too bad. The other two are way under, like I think apples and bananas instead of 25 was 13.1, and then the other PHYTOCA Chapel of Love instead of 30 was 22, something like that. And now this one that's supposed to be 23 is 19. Yeah, so that's anyway. So nothing we can do about that, but I'm still happy with the floor. 19 is not bad. As I said, the effects of the joints are already gone, but I'm gonna try the vape now and then see how it goes, and I'll give you my feedback. And perhaps if there is not much effect even from the vape, I may smoke another joint, get all this whatever is the rest here, make a big joint and see if I can get any effects. But anyway, let's go to the vape review now, okay? Hey guys, just another thing before I go to the vape. Since we have some flour left for this one, I decided to do one more test. Why not? Um, it's hard because this reagent here from T-Check is quite expensive, and it's 100 mLs, and we have to take 10 mLs at the time, so it costs quite a bit of money. But you know what? I'm reviewing this medication for everyone, and I think it's fair, especially since we have the second flower from PHYTOCA that is scoring lower. I'm going to do another test, especially that we have the sample. So same thing again, 0.2 milligrams, and all the process are going to speed up to the point that we have the result, okay? So just to make sure. I don't want to doubt much my device, but you know, we never know. It's the latest version, T-Check 3. The feedback around the world is really good, and have proven for the other flowers, pretty much all the medications that I have tested have gone very near to what is claimed, and some even above. It's just few flowers that are under. So in that case, we have another sample. Why not test just to make sure? Okay, so let's go direct to the result. Okay. Oh, I'll speed up the process and then we go to the result. Okay guys, it's telling us to insert the tray, so we're just gonna get the device and let's get the tray together. Guys, just a note that, look, it's really hard to choose exactly the same results. Probably can vary a little bit because, you know, depending on if you're getting the sample for the inside the bud, etc, etc. So anyway, let's see. Another change for Amnesia Haze. Can be a little bit under or even a little bit over. Let's see what's gonna be. Come on, come on. What is the truth for this Amnesia Haze? If 20.8, okay, that's good. So it's probably better part of the bud that we got. So I believe we can average 19 to 20. We can say 20, for example. Okay, is the average result. So it's still under, you know. So but yeah, well, I feel better now. We gave another chance for that flower. When it's possible, I might have to. I'm gonna leave maybe a bit more of plant material so we can do 2 tests. It's just a little bit. It's very expensive to do that, but anyway, I see how I go. And also another thing is the reviews I've been doing is like usually I get the flower, and then 1 or 2 months after I'll do the review after I'm using for a while, so I can have a better feedback. But I think some flowers I might gonna do a little bit different just to see how it goes. If it's something that I'm repeating, I might have, when the new flower arrive, I open the tub and I do the test straight away. You know what I mean? For example, for aviation, I have another tube coming next Monday, so perhaps I'm gonna do a video reviewing this old flower and then doing the test on both, on the old one and the new one, just to compare. But anyway, yeah, 20.8 now the final test, so we can average 20, I would say. And that's it. So guys, another important thing so you guys know, there is 2 or 3 devices around the world that connect to your phone and you can do home testing. People are using a lot this one in America and Canada for testing their own cannabis that they grow at home. And I've seen some people testing some medical as well, but it's not like a lab test. Okay, the lab test probably is much more precisely. So just keep in mind, I'm just trying to give more information for the patients here in Australia, so we can have better decisions. But don't take this for granted. It's like it can be a little bit off, few points here and there. You know what I mean? but I think it will give overall a good understanding. If a flower is way under, probably we can test a couple of times to make sure. For example, this time now we test 20.8. I think the ideal scenario in the ideal world will be doing 3 tests in different buds and average it all. But just remember, this is a plant, it's not like a pill. A pill for medication, you can know exactly what is inside, exactly. This is a plant. So if you understand the review of cannabis, you know that most of the times the top buds develop better than the lower ones, and they often say that they will test different. The lower buds on the flower will test different from the top buds. So again, this is a plant. It's never gonna be exactly the same. All the buds, I think this is quite normal. You know, it will take years for a genetic to be really, really stable, that it's very small variance. Usually, I'll say it's quite a bit of variance. For example, the apples and bananas that we had, the test very low compared to what was claimed. They claimed 25 and test 13.1. Can be many explanations for that. One of the things, the flower that I had was too old, but also when they do those medical cannabis, they do big batches, okay? And not all the buds will test the same. I think they average. Some buds will even test more than what they claim, etc. I think what they do is an average of the total. So I'm not 100% sure about that. I've seen a lot of videos about, and some people think that's the case, but you know what I mean. If anyone knows more, please let us know in the comments there. But yeah, this video is already very long, so let's go straight to the vape now, okay? Alright guys, let's wrap it up this video. We do the review of the vape now. It's just heating up a little bit more. I can tell it's probably been half an hour since I finished the joint, and that is not a factor. So yeah, very quite mild flower. Again, this is I remember this was working for me back a month ago or something like that, but yeah, I don't know why I didn't feel anything now, but let's try this vape now. Yeah, it's taste the tangerine, same thing as I was tasting the joint. It's like a dessert kind of thing. So I'm not sure if the Amnesia Haze is a very famous strain. I'm not sure what would be the truly flavor of this, but I'm gonna get that tangerine kind of thing. Okay. Yeah, it's good. Look, I'm gonna do probably 3 cycles, which is 5 minutes each, and then I come back to give my feedback and see if there's any effects. Okay, so we're back soon. Okay guys, towards the end of the video now, after 3 cycles, I can definitely feel the effects now. Very calming, mellow kind of effect. I would say much better effect than the joint. So perhaps this is a good example of the best usage is through the vape to get the best effect. So it reminded me exactly how it was before. I don't know if it's gonna last for long, but if it doesn't last too long, I might just tell you at the end of this video, you know, after a while, I'll just add some parts saying how was it. If it doesn't last long, okay? But otherwise, we'll wrap it up here. And yeah, I still recommend this flower. I think it tastes is good. It's good to have in your rotation. In my case, works greatly for anxiety. I don't have any back pain at the moment, so I cannot tell about the pain management. But definitely a good flower for during the day, okay? And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I'm not sure which flower is gonna be next video, but anyway, we'll see, okay? Have a good one. Bye.